guys? This is Jose Diego Monroy, Dalias and Associates. I'm broadcasting this time with Brian Cooper. He works for Tellepsen. Tellepsen is a company that we have worked before in the past. Great company. And Brian, thank you very much for taking the time to do this interview.
Okay, so I grew up on the north side of Houston, got into construction in high school, felt like I wanted to work in the field for my career. So I got out of high school on the north side of town, went to Texas Tech for the construction engineering degree, which gives you a little bit of knowledge in the engineering side of things and then the management side of things. Graduated from there in 2013, came back to Houston, started with Harvey Builders. Worked for them for about 3 years, and then I've been at Tellepsen here for 3 more years. I'm from Texas. I grew up in Tomball area, north side of Houston. Been there my whole life.
Okay, Brad. Now tell us about the projects that you have worked when you work at Harvey. For people that don't know, Harvey is another great company in Houston. They do construction, and of course Tellepsen is a great company too. So tell us about the types of projects that you work, how you work. What's the best project that you ever worked in? Do you start as a superintendent or as an intern? Tell us how you move within Tellepsen.
Yeah, so I started off at Harvey back in 13. Got on when the oil and gas was really big. I got on with building the natural gas headquarters up in Spring area for Southwestern. Really good project. There was a lot of money in it. Really nice design. An end product looked really good. From there, I moved on to out in Waller. Did one of the largest tilt walls in the world. It's a giant warehouse and manufacturing plant. And then after that, I moved over to Tellepsen, worked on a Baptist church, got that wrapped up, and did a few other community projects around town. And then recently, about a year and a half ago, I'm down here in U of H, Clear Lake. Right now, we're going to be wrapping up this student housing project here next month. Those first couple ones were big. They were several $100 million. Really big projects. It was a big team. There were 2 full-size teams on it. Churches and the community work and this U of H stuff, they're a little smaller. They're between 30 and 40 million. And right now we got me, superintendent, foreman, assistant PM, and a PM on it. It's just a typical layout of our office trailers. We got offices on both ends for the PMs and the field guys. This is our meeting area, sub-meeting, pre-construction meetings with all the trades, or just basic coordination meetings with the owners and architects. And over here, we like to use this because everyone's going to electronics. We like to have a big flat screen TV where you can come in and blow up the design, look at on Plan Grid or AutoCAD, and really zoom in and get into the details of it. So this right here is a procurement tracking board I use for material that's not here yet. We have a scheduled date when it's going to deliver so we can coordinate with the subs to get it installed for our schedule.
Tell us about your role as a superintendent. What is your role for new engineers or architects or construction managers?
So there's a lot of different aspects to getting the field superintendent stuff. It goes from making sure everyone starts off the day working safely, go through safety meetings, into just the day-to-day tasks of coordinating with subs and different contractors, vendors, owner reps, all that. And then when you really get all that figured out is when you really narrow down your schedule where you can meet the deadline so the owner can have that project turned over to them and get all the subs coordinated. If I talk about procurement, make sure the material shows on time. They're here at that date to start installing it. So per schedule, they're done with their install so they can get out of the way for the next trade to get in place.
All right. Just as an example, how many people normally work on a project like this, and how you do to manage all of them?
A lot of days it feels like babysitting, even though we're all adults out here. Usually a project like this for about 100, 120 people, which would be anywhere from 10 to 15 contractors. And really just the way to manage them is you got to make sure you sit down with their lead guys, the foreman or superintendent. They clearly know what you expect out of them as far as completion, safety, and all that. You just go from day to day. Stuff changes every day out here.
Brian, thank you very much for taking the time to do this interview. To finalize this short interview with you, Brian, for new engineers, either structural engineers or civil engineers or architects or construction manager, students in college or they just graduated, what would be your advice to do well at school and to actually be very successful in the industry? What would be your advice?
Probably the best advice, that someone's given me and what I've would pass on is, always the whole saying, stay hungry, as in always be willing to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions because you don't know it all. You're new to the industry. You'll be around a lot of people that have been around it their whole life. Kind of the biggest thing for me was get past to not be afraid to ask questions. If you don't know it, just ask. If not, you're probably thinking of it wrong. Ask questions whenever you feel like you can. No question is stupid. If you don't know it, you'll find the right people to help you out. Other than that, it's just, it's the biggest thing I like is when you get to the end of your first project, how the client or the owner, when they take it over, how excited they are to move into it. For the end user to be excited that they get a new building to work in is pretty good to see.